shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise...
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport. Just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Stroud. He finds his man complete. That's Terry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Stroud here on 3rd and long. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Hands it off out of the gun. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a...
They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Cousins. Out to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. On play action, Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Play action now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The Vikings are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action. Cousins on the move to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Again, it's Cook. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I opened
and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Kene Nwangu, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Houston's offense taking over again. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
First and 10, it's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Terry. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Open man there is Collins, complete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Darius Slayton from 6 yards away.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this 1st half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here. Maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Steps away. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Cook up the gut. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here's Nico. Collins, and this offense getting set to go for another drive.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, people go, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
That's a good call because he's a known entity. See how they defend him going forward. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Stroud to throw it.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the dip.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete.
Down inside the 10.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Cook.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
And they'll run again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stroud.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Stroud looking to throw.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
loose now up the middle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Ready?
Stroud now on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Stroud working out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Cousins to throw it. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Cousins now. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing now is Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Third and long for Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes.
Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Now Stroud.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to excel.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Terry. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Come on now.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him.
And oh, it's blocked. And the Vikings have got it. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Throwing here, Cousins. And there's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 39 yards. And the Vikings are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Here's Stroud. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins here to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Out route pass complete to Goddard.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day,